So this is how you revitalize old plastics with fire. Alright, let's get this started. Get yourself a little blowtorch or something, and don't have it up too high. And you literally just paint it pretty much. Don't want to stay in one area too long. It is very windy today, so it's probably not an ideal day for me to do this. As you can see, you just kind of paint it. You don't want to melt anything, but you're pretty much just sort of like taking a, like, you know, obviously how they make plastic is they melt it. So you're sort of just revitalizing it a bit. Whoop, settle down. Anyway, yeah, the point. That's what it can look like, and it feels good, feels fresh, feels new, and compared to that, looks all plasticky and shitty. So yeah, that's how you revitalize this sort of stuff. And I'm gonna probably finish this on a day that's not so windy. But yeah, all those like oils and such, that all, after, like, you know, a little while of sun hitting it and such, it sort of goes back to this. But if you heat it up and, like, just, you know, melt the very top layer pretty much, it goes pretty much back to its like original sort of color. And it's yeah, I would assume that's a little bit healthier now, but it's probably still very, you know, snap worthy with it being so old and baked in the sun. But I like to think it just brings a bit of its life back, and it's permanently, in the way that, like, it'll take a long time for it to look like this again. Like, if you put silicone over it, it'll look straight like that, but, you know, give it a couple weeks and it'll go back to this. You melt it and it will look like this for a very long time, until the sun cooks it again, pretty much. So if you set it to the jet, it happens a bit faster, but you got to be a bit more careful, alright? Because you burn a hole in this, and also those little light spots, that's just the sun, as you can see. Might have to go that a bit more, but yeah, you can see how well that works. Yeah, if you have it on the jet, you hold it in one area too much, it'll potentially catch fire or just melt a massive hole, so you got to really be careful, alright, because you are playing with fire. As you can see how nicely that turned out. I think this used to be a bit darker as well, as you can tell. So usually you can tell by, say you lick your finger and you pass over a spot, see how much darker that gets? That was its original color. When that dries out, it'll go back to that white. But yeah, and you can also tell by, like, see that sound? It sounds like it's smooth. And then if you scratch somewhere like this, it's not so smooth. If you can tell what I mean. See, it has that like squeak to it. Oh yeah, that looks way better. Definitely happy with that. And it feels like it's got a bit more flexibility to it as well. Definitely feels like a new plastic. Definitely recommend that. Just, yeah, be careful not to melt stuff. Like, as you can see here, melted the corner a little bit. But yeah, just be careful. Anyway, like, subscribe and all that biz.